It has been a long and bloody year since the end of the Great War. While the Emperor has claimed victory, the peace that so many heroes gave their lives for has not settled on the lands. The hordes of Chaos, though leaderless, continue to taint the northlands of the Empire. Vicious warriors attack merchant caravans and raid isolated farms and villages. The Emperor's battle-weary soldiers patrol the forests and hills, ever vigilant against bloodthirsty warbands intent on looting and slaughter. No escape from chaos. It marks us all.
Welcome to Warhammer Mark of Chaos. In the absence of a good Total War Warhammer game, because God forbid we do something different than the bullshit we've been doing for over a fucking decade. No, I don't like the Total War series. I haven't liked it for some time. I played Medieval too. I played Rome. I played Empire. I played Napoleon. I'm sick and fucking tired of that series, rehashing the same fucking shit all over and over again. But as long as there's morons willing to pay for that, then that's what they'll do, ultimately. Me, I will play different games. Hey, if Creative Assembly makes a Warhammer game, I hope it's gonna be good. They did well with Alien Isolation. Anyway, this game is made by Black Hole Entertainment, which sunk their money into a black hole with Heroes of Might and Magic 6. They made some decent games, some good games in my opinion, don't have an opinion of other people. And then they collapsed because, well, pouring your money into a game that Ubisoft didn't care about was a terrible idea. I'll be playing the Empire first, then potentially the Hordes of Chaos, or I might just switch to the expansion and play the Orcs and go on a rampage in the Empire. I won't pronounce Wa as an Orc would, because that would just be terrible. But that's ultimately my goal as the Orcs. Yes. These campaigns all take place at the same time with different results. Like, As the Empire, you defeat the heroes, or quote-unquote hero, that you have in the Hordes of Chaos. And as the Hordes of Chaos, you defeat the hero of the Empire, Ostermark. Anyway, I actually don't like the colors of the Ostermark, but that's what you're stuck with. Options-wise, you do have 10 ATP, all well and good, and you've got a lot of options. I'm not playing in 10 ATP because playing in 10 ATP destroys my frame rate and also causes cinematic issues. So it's an old game. It's close to a decade old, and it's based off games that were in the 90s in terms of gameplay, which predate Total War. In fact, Total War shares very many similarities with that series. Although, you know, Total War is about bigger battles than that, whereas Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat is more tactical. It's, let's say, more similar to the board game, though a lot of board game fans, a lot of tabletop fans hate that game. I'm pretty sure they hate most Warhammer games, at least some of them. Anyway, the call to war.
In the months following Emperor Magnus's great victory over the Chaos Hordes at the gates of Kislev, sporadic fighting plagued the lands of the Northern Empire. Though scattered and leaderless, Chaos Warbands still ravaged south, pillaging and destroying. Hard-pressed, the armies of the Elector Counts grew weary from constant war. Even as the first chill of autumn touched the air, Count Otto von Gruber of Ostermark gathered his forces east of the Middle Mountains to battle yet one more incursion. Amongst his captains was young Stefan von Kessel, a man with a reputation tainted by the execution of his grandfather for chaos worship, and whose brand-scarred face bore the mark of chaos itself.
It is imperative that we hold the higher ground from which we can bombard the enemy with our cannons. Captain Steimer will hold the line of this side of the River Ospek, backed up by Captain Feldsturm's artillery.
What is my role, Count?
You will take a contingent across the river and attack the watchtower the Chaos forces are holding on the hill. Drive them back and secure that hill so Feldsturm can set up his battery on the higher ground.
Alright, so here we are. This is a much smaller scale than in Total War, although you can actually get armies that are pretty huge in size. At least if you're playing on lower army sizes in Total War, like if you have 60 men in Total War, then you will see 60 men here pretty much. It's pretty similar to that, though you are limited to about 10 units per battle. I'm okay with this. I don't really like the huge armies in Total War, actually. They're just an annoyance to deal with.
From the walls of that tower we can strike forth at the hated slaves of darkness. The gods have offered up this hour for our vengeance, so grasp it with fervor and salve your anguish with the blood of the Northmen. Drive them back to their caves and take that tower!
The southern cowards have found us! Kill them all!
On your left, move out! Glory to the Empire! Give them hot lead! Prepare for the attack! Ready and prepared. We are yours to command. Sigmar, grant us victory! Yes, my lord. Ready! March! Move out! Those infernal machines will be the end of us. They need to be destroyed before we can advance. Glory Glory to the Empire!
There shall be no retreat.
Death for glory! On the left! Move out! Ready and willing. Get moving, you slugs!
Okay, I'm gonna charge with my infantry inside of these guys and hit them pretty hard. Now they've got some range units right there that I need to deal with my handgunners.
Yes, my lord. Ready!
Okay. This is actually a more realistic representation of a battle than Total War has ever done, because guess what? Battles are not fought between the entire fucking army, or between the entire force that you have at your disposal versus the entire force the enemy has at his disposal at once. It's a more gradual thing, skirmishes leading up to a grand battle, and this is better done, suffice to say. You're just doing an objective as part of a larger battle, though. You will fight large battles with the entire army at one point. Not as often as you might think, anyway. So, your objective here is take this watchtower. Once you do, then you will get another objective.
The tower is ours again. Captain Feldsturm can set up his battery from here.
Captain, look! It seems we're not fighting alone!
Yeah, securing the high ground so I can bring in my cannons to smash the Chaos Filth.
Darn you ignorant savage! Take a fireball up your hairy arse!
I like that guy. And he will join you. Yes, just like that. I need to pull him back though, because if I don't, then he will likely die. Here, have another fireball up your hairy ass. Now this game does have collision detection, you know, such a novel concept, Total War. How about you implement it?
Wind of actually blows strong here.
I feel the spirit of Sigmar.
Yes, my lord. Fire, fire, fire!
Although, to be fair, older Total War games actually did have collision detections. Their newer games don't. Anyway.
Glory to the Empire! Position!
Now, I'm gonna destroy the structure. Maybe get some loot. They're retreating. Yes, there's morale. There is stamina. As I said, this isn't. A lot of people might think this is similar. This is based off Total War, but it's not actually based off Total War. Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat was released in 95? 3? I don't know the exact year, I hadn't played, but I did actually watch gameplay and it's actually very similar to this. Campaign structure is also pretty similar to this as well. I've got heroes, and I will level said heroes up. There's abilities for combat, there's duel, and then there's command. Combat is just improving the hero's own capabilities. Duel is for when you fight enemy heroes in a one-on-one confrontation. And
we shall prevail.
And command is, well, you can attach heroes to units, and if you spend the command, then they'll be improved. Here's Captain Feldsturm with his 2 cannons. You will love those cannons once you get them in the campaign. For now, you're just commanding a small portion of a very large army. And here's the leader, the electoral count that's leading the Ostermark forces here. Secure the hill so he can fire his fucking cannons, and the battle will be won.
The wind of actually blows strong here.
Come on, fucking slow cannons. Horse artillery, something Warhammer should implement. I'm not sure if they actually have that. Maybe they should implement it. Oh yes. Smart idea to place your artillery right there, Chaos. Very smart.
Those abominations will kill no more men of the Empire. Signal the advance! Praise Sigmar!
A finely won victory, wouldn't you say, Count Gruber?
I would have said hard fought, Captain Steimer. The priests of Moor will be busy for days burying the dead, don't you think?
A costly victory, yes, Captain von Kessel, but one that we had to achieve. Count Feuerbach's army has suffered many casualties these past months, and last week he took my advice to pull back his forces to Talabayam. If we had failed today, the Northmen would have killed everyone between here and Wolfenburg within days. Our army stands alone.
We cannot rest until the Chaos filth are driven from Sigmar's realm.
Fine words, von Kessel. Though it is the traitors in our midst that concern me more than the Northman hordes.
If you have an accusation to make...
Enough! Word from the generals of Kislev is that another horde is gathering in the north. Warbands still roam freely. The safety of the Empire is far from assured at the moment. We must strike hard against this invasion and choke it in its infancy. We must attack where they are gathering.
I would be honored, my lord.
No, I need you with my army. Von Kessel will head north and seek out their camp.
As you command, my lord. Where would you have me march?
Travel east and north, via Esterdorf if you need to resupply, and press on further northwards. There are regiments from my army and others on patrol in the region. Gather up any of them if you can. We will need as many men as possible for the battles ahead.
I hope you can be trusted. Disobedience is in the blood.
My loyalty is to the Empire alone.
Okay, so this is the campaign map, and I can make a camp to replenish the units I've lost. If I find the town, I can use the town to get upgrades and that kind of stuff. And there is a town close by anyway. So full replacements, yes. So it's a linear campaign, though you do have the option of doing. Do have the ability of doing optional objectives, and they are certainly worth fucking doing. And I would strongly recommend you do complete those optional objectives. Anyway, so let's begin. There's a village here.
Praise Sigmar! It's been a long while since we saw an army in these parts, and the northern warbands grow bolder every day. We have a fine inn for those who wish to relax, and you may find more men willing to join you at the barracks. If it's supplies you'll be needing, then we have a man with some talent with a hammer and anvil, and also a specialist in more exotic goods, an alchemist by trade. There's a shrine too for those wishing for something a bit more spiritual for their refreshment.
Alright, so you use the temple to replenish units. Also you can get the blessing or morale. You can increase morale. Now, Bless will increase hit chance for a battle, whereas Morale will just increase the starting morale. Not the morale overall, just the starting morale, which obviously can and will, in point of fact, go down. You can get mounts if you so desire, though keep in mind if you do get mounts, you can't actually attach this unit to an infantry, although it does increase the HP by a significant amount, but it's not worth it in the beginning. In the beginning, until you can get your own cavalry, it's simply worth it to just hold on. Simply worth. Should I get that? No. It's simply worth to just keep the soldiers on foot. Anyway, I'm gonna increase the armor by quite a significant amount for my infantry. Also, I will increase the hit chance for my ranged units. Now, there are unit additions. You can get musician, standard bearer, champion, that kind of crap. You don't need to get everything now. You can actually get these upgrades at any point. I'll get one of these. Just one, however. Still have some gold, keep that in mind. So I'll get the champion for both these. And then I'll enter the alchemist. I can get this sword. Actually, I'll just go. Yeah, I'll go with it. Then I'll get some potions. He has one. Okay, should I get another one? Yeah. Now potions, obviously self-explanatory right there. Units can level up to rank 3 and increase in size the more you level them. So I've got this unit close to level 2, this unit already at level 2, and okay. There's also, and this is an optional objective, by the way. I'm going to grab, actually should I right now? I don't know if it's a good idea. But I'm gonna grab another unit of handgunners, and you know, just because my army will eventually increase and I do want to start leveling them up from this point. Okay. Although I will not level them up in the coming battle right here. Savior! Well, that's gonna come up soon. Costin here on Serious Gaming, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.